you remember my name. I'm Mandy. I'm one of the children's church leaders at Fylde Christian Service Church here in St Anne's. Today's story is actually one that Jesus told. It wasn't what Jesus did, it was what we call a parable, which is a story with a meaning. And this story today is called The Two Sons, often called the prodigal son. It's a very interesting story. Jesus told a story about a man who had two sons. And here you have a picture, and you've got the father and his two sons. Obviously one is older than the other. They're not twins. One day the younger son said to his dad, "Give me my share of the estate so I can go away and make some more money." Well, his dad was a bit sad about that, but he thought, okay, it was what he wants. So he gave him his share of the estate. He gave him the money that he would have got if he died, if his dad had died. So I bet the son was very happy because he went away and the dad divided his property and gave the younger son his share. The younger son got together everything he had and he set off for a country far away. So he's going to try and make some money. Well, that's what he said he was going to do. But having all that money in his pocket was dangerous, because what he did was he spent all his money. He wasted it all on wild living, having parties, having lots of fun. And he spent all his money and he got nothing left. At the same time, once all his money had gone, the country he was then living in was hit by a terrible famine. That meant it was very dry, there was no rain to make the crops grow, lots of the animals died, and they couldn't get food, so he was very, very hungry. He had no money, and as I said, he was very hungry. And here he is, and he's thinking, what am I going to do? I've got to get some money from somewhere. So he went and got a job. He went and got a job feeding pigs for a farmer. Now, I don't know if you've ever seen pigs in a farm. They're not the nicest of animals to be around. They're very smelly and they're usually very dirty. These ones look very clean, but they're usually very dirty. And he had to live with the pigs and look after them. He was very miserable. I would have been too. And he went to sleep. He was so hungry. He was feeding the pigs, but no one was feeding him. And he dreamt of being at home with his family. He remembered that his dad's servants had lots of lovely food to eat, and he had nothing. He was starving to death. He was so hungry, he thought he was going to die because he had no food. He even thought of eating what the pigs had to eat. I don't like that idea at all. Imagine it. He decided to leave the pigs and to go back home and say to his dad, "Dad, I've been very wrong. I've sinned against God and you." Now, sinning means that you've done something really bad. It doesn't matter what it is, but it's what God wouldn't want you to do. That's what a sin is. So he was going to go back, he was going to tell God that he'd done something really bad, and he was going to tell his dad as well. "I'm not worthy to be called your son," he was going to say. "Take me back as one of your servants." So he got up and he headed home. And he was thinking that his dad would at least give him a job as a servant, so at least he'd have something to eat. And he wouldn't be sitting there with nothing to do and no money and no food. So he thought Dad would at least give him that job. Now his dad had been watching for him all the time since he went away. Here he is, he's standing and he's looking. And I don't know if you can see, but right in the distance is his son coming home. His father had been looking for him, and as soon as he saw his son far away in the distance, he was filled with love for him. He ran to him, he threw his arms around him, and he kissed him. That's saying, welcome back, son. I love you. Here he is. I love you, son. The son said, oh, Dad, I have sinned against you and God. I'm no longer worthy to be called your son. But the dad said to his servants, quick, bring the best robe you can find and put it on him. Get rid of these dirty clothes he's wearing and put him in a nice new robe. And then he said, we're going to have a party. Put a ring on his finger and sandals on his feet. Bring the fattened calf we've got and kill it. Let's have a party and celebrate. My son was dead, but now he is alive again. He was lost, and now he's found. They all began to celebrate. Here he is, and he's telling his son, I'm not going to have you as a servant. You're my son. Come back, and I'll look after you. How lovely is that? Then the older son, who'd stayed there all the time that the younger one had gone away and had wasted all his money, the older son had been working for his dad, and he'd been out in the fields. And when he came home, he heard the sound of a party, music and dancing. So he said to one of the servants, what's going on? And the servant told him that his brother had come back and his dad was throwing a big party. Now, what do you think the older brother thought? I think perhaps he wasn't quite as happy as you'd expect he should be. Here he is, here's the son, the younger one with his nice new robe on, getting ready for the party. The older son was really angry and he refused to go to the party. His dad went out to him and said, please come into the party. Oh dear, here he is, looks very angry here. The older brother said, I have slaved away for you for years and you haven't even given me a young goat to let me have a party with my friends. But when this son of yours, who's wasted all our money, comes back, you kill the best calf for him. Oh, really angry, isn't he? And the dad, here's the dad, and he's listening to him and he's saying, okay, I'm listening. And he said, my son, you are always with me, and everything I have now is yours. But we had to celebrate and have a party because your brother was dead and now he's alive again. He was lost and now he is found. Wasn't that a lovely story? Just imagine it. If you got all the money that was due to you and you went away and you spent it all and then you went home and your dad or your mum or whoever you lived with said, it's okay, let's have a party because you're back. I'm not sure it would happen. But what a lovely idea. I wonder why Jesus told the story. What he was saying was that God doesn't mind. We do wrong things and we say sorry to him and he'll come and look for us. We don't need to hide away because we've done something wrong. We don't need to disappear out of the world and just not go to him. If we go to him, he will love us just as he always has. It doesn't matter. And if we're lost and we're not where we should be, he will come and find us if we have to. It's a bit like that story we had a few weeks ago about the lost sheep. It's a bit the same. But what a lovely story. God loves us so much that he'll make a big party when we go back to him. Isn't that brilliant? Now we're going to sing a song. I'm not sure which song is going to be on this one, but it'll be one with actions. Make sure you join in the actions. Did you like last time's? It was really good, wasn't it?
Hi everyone, I'm Steve and this is Tess, and we're going to teach you a brand new kids action song. We really hope you enjoy it. It's got some great actions, it's really easy to learn, and it's a song that's called You Set My Heart Free. And it's about how Jesus sets us free to be happy and to love him and to praise him, and sets us free from anything we're frightened of. Great, great song. So we're going to teach you the actions. We're going to go through it line by line, and Tess will do the actions and you can copy her. So let's give that a go. The first line is, you set my heart free. You see that? Let's try that again. You set, pointing to God, my heart free. And then it says, the second line, I can sing a song of liberty. Liberty means freedom. Here's the third line, I run, there's you running, at your commands. That's the words of God that we read in the Bible. And the final word says, you have broke the chains that held me. Things like that we're afraid of, you got rid of them so we can be free to love him and enjoy life. And so let's try those actions again. You set my heart free. I can sing a song of liberty. Is that going well? Keep going. I run at your commands. You have broke the chains that held me. Fantastic. That's so good. Now we're going to set it to the music. Just go through it once before we do it properly. Here we go. It goes, you set my heart free. I could sing a song of liberty. I run at your commands. You have broke the chains that held me. You set my heart free. That's brilliant. I could sing a song of liberty. I run at your commands. You have broke the chains. Watch for this one. That held me. You have to go right down to the ground. That held me. Then coming back up. That held me. Oh, that held me. Fantastic. That's good so far. Right, we're going to do the song properly now with the music. So I want you to get ready. You set my heart free. I could sing a song of liberty. I run at your commands. You have broke the chains that held me. You set my heart free. You're doing great. I could sing a song of liberty. I run at your commands. You have broke the chains. Get ready. That held me. We're going down. That held me. Right down to the ground. That held me. Coming back now. That held me. Let's do it again. You set my heart free. Well, I could sing a song of liberty. I run at your commands. You have broke the chains that held me. You set my heart free. You're doing great. I could sing a song of liberty. Well, I run at your commands. You have broke the chains. Down we go. That held me. Down we go. That held me. Coming back up. That held me. That held me. Wow, you are absolutely fantastic. That is brilliant. So good. But we're going to make it a little bit harder now. We're going to do the same song with the same actions, but we're going to do it faster. We're going to speed it up. So I want you to get ready, loosen up again, loosen those arms and legs, get all loose, get ready, and you're going to be doing this so fast. Just see if you can keep this song going. Okay, so get ready. Here we go. You set my heart free. I can sing a song of liberty. I run at your commands. You have broken the chains that held me. You set my heart free. Great. I can sing a song of liberty. Keep going. I run at your commands. You have broken the chains that held me. Down you go. That held me. Keep going. That held me. Back up. That held me. Fantastic. Give yourself a round of applause. You did so good. Well done, well done, well done.